Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome to Magic the Gathering Arena, where we're going to be playing with some of the latest expansion, Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths, where everything is either a gigantic monster or an adorable, cute creature or an adorable giant monster. One of the three. So this is sponsored. It is sponsored by Wizards of the Coast, and if you wish to do so, there is a link down below where you can go and get started playing Magic the Gathering for free. You can play it for free. You can do that. There's a link down below. Then you can make your own giant, adorable, cute monsters, or whatever they are. We are going to be diving in with a deck that I literally built about an hour ago. I think it works, and it is built around Gyruda and all of Gyruda's friends, so I call it the Gyruda Party Deck. Now, if you want to know more about the deck, I'm going to put like a deck thing at the end where I talk about the deck in more detail, but we're just going to get going, and we're going to start playing now. So, our deck is focused on using the companion mechanic. Hey, they're copying my look. Damn it. The companion mechanic is completely new for Ikoria. 3, and a mana creature. Not bad. I'll keep that. So I think we'll open with the Temple of Enlightenment. We will keep Mothra. That's a pretty good call. And you notice over here that we have a card off to the side. And this is our companion. So the companion mechanic basically says, hey, you can have a card not in your deck or your hand that you can play at any time. We will play the forest. Yes. So we can play you. And that's kind of important for this deck because our entire engine is built around Gygan or Gyruda. Gygan is the promotional name for the promotional card that is basically the same card, but with new art and a new name. Because they had this whole cross-promotion thing with Godzilla. So there's a lot of promotional Godzilla cards, like Mothra. We are going to play... I feel it has to be Temple of Mystery, so we can get that scry. Yeah, I'll take an Evolving Wilds. I don't actually want to cast Prince Charming. I know it's Charming Prince. People are going to complain, but whatever. No attacks. End turn. This is an interesting deck. Mono white. Bit of lifelink, bit of protection. Ah, there we go. It's a lifelink deck. Sure, I don't mind you growing a little bit. I think what we'll do is we'll chuck out our Evolving Wilds. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, which means next turn we can cast the thing we want to cast. And then we'll also cast Mothra. I love Mothra. Mothra's so good. So what Mothra does is say, hey, if any of your creatures die without flying, give them flying and return them to the battlefield, which is fantastic. Dawn of Hope. Ooh, Dawn of Hope's a really good card. I've used that a lot in my lifelink deck. I really, really like it. It's a good way to get a reliable card draw in lifelink. Sure. We're going to block the Healer's Hawk. Actually, I want to block you because you can provide protection, which I do not like. Oh, and then before I forget, we'll crack you. And I think we'll go looking for a Plains. My turn. So, this is where things are going to get awesome. We've got 5 mana. We cast our companion, who says, hey, when I'm cast, mill both sides for 4, and then play an even mana cost card for free. In this case, I think we're going to play... Ooh. Tough choice. There wasn't the one I was hoping for, which is Thassa. So... I'm going to play Prince Charming. And then I'm going to choose to use Prince Charming to exile Gygan. Which is a bit rough. Gygan will come back. And then we get to do this all over again. Daxios Blessed by the Sun. Not a bad choice. In fact, I will take your Daxios Blessed by the Sun. Thank you very much. That's greatly appreciated. Now, the one thing this deck does lack in is spot removal. I can't really get rid of that Primate very easily. Okay. What I can do, however, is totally abuse the whole Mothra thing. So I'm actually going to let a lot of you hit me. And I'm just going to block like that. Oh, actually, no. You might just sacrifice the bounty. Yeah, you've left it open, so I shouldn't block like that. You'll just do that, which kind of sucks. This is going to be very low on life. We'll chuck Prince Charming under the bus. Because you were just going to sacrifice that to give it protection. But Prince Charming dies, but oh wait, Mothra happens. Which means we get Prince Charming back, which means that we can exile Gyruda. You guessed it. And then Gyruda comes back, and then we mill again. We also gain life because of Daxos, which is fantastic. Can't use anything in your graveyard. We'll have a Dream Traveler from ours instead. And then it's our turn. We've got another Mothra, but what we do have that I really, really want is Thassa Deep Dwelling and Spark Double. So I'm going to take Thassa Deep Dwelling. And that's very good for a pretty important reason. And then Prince Charming. And then we'll exile... we'll exile Gyruda for now. And then it gets to our end step. Do we want to attack? Yes, we'll attack with Dream Traveler, because you've got lifelink, which will be helpful. And you're now a flyer, Prince Charming. So our life will go up. And then, hey, our end step... we get to flicker someone. Who do we want to flicker? I don't think anyone here is actually going to be particularly good to flicker. We could flicker Prince Charming. You know what? Let's do that. We'll lose the flying counter, which means that we can then get another flying counter and bring it back from the dead. And then I'm actually going to go for a Scry too. You know, I'll bring the Growth Spiral. You know what? That's fine as it is, actually. I want the Growth Spiral first. Then Gyruda comes back, which means we can do this. Doesn't really matter what we did now. Pride Mate, Impassioned Orator, no. Kogla. Yes. And they quit, because we're awesome. Our draw engine gets a little bit off the rails at that stage. So you can see where we're going with this. Gyruda is, once it starts rolling, very hard to beat. You can beat it if you've got like a particular board wipe or something. That does work. And it's something that I will probably need to add like a counterspell or something just to stop board wipes. Because that's, you know, pretty bad. It can ruin our day. And hopefully... the next battle's in store for us. Now, you don't necessarily need to use Companion for this. Like, you could just have your deck and draw the card and be like, okay, now I play the card. But Companion means you have it ready straight away, which means you can ramp into it nicely. We actually got one in our starting hand, and we've got 3 lands. It's not like a ramp start, but it'll do. Like, ideally, I'd want, say, Migration Path, or Growth Cycle, or Illithid or something. Not Illithid, whatever it's called. Basically one of our many creatures that's, hey, I can do mana stuff. We're going to get an island out. The downside, of course, is that we can get mana screwed quite easily because a lot of our stuff is 2, 4, 6 mana, which means that it's mostly about 4 mana. So 4 mana, 4 mana, 6 mana, 6 mana. Luckily, we've got Prince Charming here to help. So we're going to use Prince Charming to scry. I'm actually going to keep that 2 lands in a row. It's slow, doesn't give us the ability we want, but we'll get there. And we can use the spare time to cast, you know, Elite Guard Mage, draw an extra card. Interesting. You took 2 damage from that. You must have like a counterspell or something ready. I don't need the scry, because I already know it's at the top of my deck. But I want to be ready for next turn. It might be you've got a flash. Shouldn't have attacked. Oh well. We're fine. I got lucky. And there we go. Growth Spiral. Another Triome. Okay. Interesting. 2 different Triomes. You're a very multicolored deck. Their companion, by the way. Each permanent in your starting deck has an activated ability. And then when it's on the deck, on the battlefield, abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate, to a minimum of 1. Ooh, hello. You gain 2 life. Add a mana. Spend this only to cast a non-creature spell. Draw a card, you discard a card. And then you can do damage, and you gain an emblem. Cool.
Like river rapids.
Well, hopefully we can kind of take you down a few notches with Prince Charming next turn. We should be able to take you out completely. So, Elite Guard Mage. We draw, hey, a land. That'll do. We'll take you out.
This was not my plan.
Be interesting to see what you do next, because you've got a very eclectic mix of, like, lands going on. And we're not ramping as fast as I'd like. We're ramping at 1 land per turn, which will get us there, but it's going to take us until turn 6, rather than being able to do, like, some sort of explosive turn 4 play. Paradise. Yeah, you're going for a hard ramp as well. I'm wondering if you're going for, like, a Nicobolus or something. All right, we've got a Growth Spiral. That's actually going to really help because we can... I think we might be able to get quite a lot out this turn. Like, we could get Mothra out. So, we'll pay the 2 life. Cast Growth Spiral. Ow. Fair enough. That was kind of the wrong one, which is gonna suck, because I was gonna get Mothra out this turn. Oh well. That's what I get for a misclick. And then we will grab an island. It's a shame, because it means we won't have Mothra around. Probably should attack Prince Charming. If they want to trade for the Paradise Druid, that would be fine. What are you doing? Are you flashing something in? No? Okay. Yeah, so the idea was I could have got Mothra last turn, then this turn I'd have cast Geigen, and then we'd have Geigen, who if they died would come back flying and, again, would trigger their abilities. Mothra basically allowing people to come back is great. Oh, Unpredictable Cyclone. If a cycling ability or another non-land card would cause you to draw a card, instead exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a card that shares a card type with a cycled card. You may cast that without paying its mana cost, then put the extra card that weren't cast this way on the bottom. Basically, it allows you to cheat out cards. It's a very powerful one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we just straight up. And I'm not going to cast from Companion. I'm going to cast from here, because that way I have my Companion at all times. And let's start this engine up. I don't think I saw anything great in it. Nope, we did. We got a spark double. So we're going to spark double, which means that we go again. Nothing in theirs. We got 3 spark doubles? That's ridiculous. Okay, well, we'll do it again. This is ridiculous. We could take a Paradise Druid, or we could take Mothra! This is ridiculous. I'm going to also charge a Prince Charming, because you might sandbag me with the Paradise Druid. Oh. Yep, they're playing the Hail Mary. They're cycling, looking for something. Migration Path. Still, that gets a lot of lands, so they're doing pretty well on the land front. Nope. Cycle some more. But I think it's only the first time? No? It's just every time. Nice. Oh, Ultimatum. Gain 5 life, deal 5 damage to target, then draw 5 cards. Yeah, they're getting rid of Mothra, which actually is okay. I have a duplicate Mothra ready to go. So that's not a problem for me. If anything, it's good. They're wasting it on Mothra. Just hope they don't kill all my cards this turn, because I don't have Mothra out. I need that out next turn. Yeah, you know what I said about, hey, I need Mothra? Well, that's not happening. Oof. I guess that's the Ultimatum deck. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to be 1 short to be able to cast 2 things this turn, which sucks. I was wanting to cast everything. I kind of think I do just Gigan again. Oh, you have a cat spell, don't you? No? Okay, let's do this. Please, give me Thassa. I need Thassa. There we go. Thassa. Let's do this again. We're going to blink Gigan. Oh, they're cycling an unpredictable Cyclone to the unpredictable Cyclone. It's like some sort of meta storm, which they're using to cast an unpredictable Cyclone. Interesting choice. We might just mill them out. This is going to be really interesting. Charming Prince. You know what? We're going to go Charming Prince. We're going to use that to exile Gigan. They're at 15 cards. We're at 24. Yeah, I think we could mill them out. Now, the benefit of that is that they won't be able to kill my Gigan because it's not on the board during their turn. I mean, they still might have an instant way to destroy it, but it's going to be protected from sorceries, at least. The deck's not perfect, though. Definitely could do some tweaks here and there. They're cycling a Cyclone. Is this just a Cyclone deck? Ooh, Shark Typhoon. Yes, it's a Shark Typhoon. It's from Ikoria. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX blue Shark token with flying where X is the spell's converted mana cost. And when you cycle Shark Typhoon, create a blue Shark again. Yeah. Ikoria has some interesting cards. Right. Gigan comes back. Unfortunately, we've gone past most of our clones, which is sucky. My graveyard. Yeah, we're going to use Gigan, which is going to be weird, because it's going to kill one of our Gigans. which is fine, because I knew Gigan's ability is going to trigger. I'm going to take Dream Traveler. I was hoping we could mill them out, but no. My turn. We cast Mothra. Now we've got a bit of protection. And can we cast Migration Path? I don't think we've got enough mana, have we? Oh, no, we can do the cycle with it. No, we don't do that. We'll use Evolving Wilds. I'm then just going to immediately crack Evolving Wilds. I'm going to grab the planes. We're actually running out of basic lands in our deck. And then... I want to attack with... Oh, I forgot to attack with you. Oh well. That would be annoying if it mattered, because the lifelink is kind of important. It's one of the few things in our deck that actually can increase our life total. I think they're going to get some funky plays here going on with Shark Typhoon. Alright. It's a big flying shark. Yeah, if I'd attacked into that with a flying creature, I'd have lost Dream Traveler. Instead, if they block Gigan's going to come back flying, and I'm going to get to mill them out. Which, well, they won't be milled out, actually. They'll be down to one card. Please block Gigan. Yeah. Yeah, please do that. Why are you doing this? This is actually going to mill them out. Thas is going to trigger. Going to fight that. End turn. Thassa triggers. I flicker Gigan. And I'm going to mill. And I'm going to win by mill. An opponent's turn, they do not have enough cards to draw, they lose. I didn't expect that to be the way we were going to win that one, but we did. I guess our deck kind of has an alternate win condition. Downside, of course, is that we're milling them just as fast as we're milling ourselves, and we do a few other draws that we have to be cautious of. Like, we have, again, the Growth Cycle and Elite Guard Mage, both of which make us draw a card, and we do tend to flicker those, so we tend to draw more cards. So we do tend to draw slightly faster than the other player if the other player's not doing anything. Luckily, they were Cycloning, which really helped us. I kind of think we need to adjust our deck, maybe add just a few cards or something, or maybe if we can, Graveyard Recursion, although we're not in black, so Graveyard is going to be tough to add. I have to think about that. Either way, let's actually go over a look at our deck. So, you understand why it's called the party deck now, because it brings all its friends over, and they have a great time. That's why it's called the party deck. So, again, Gyruda, Doom of Depths. We need to have even mana cost cards to be able to use it as a companion. That's fine. We've got Prince Charming. There's a reason. Again, we're in white. Prince Charming is fantastic. When it enters the battlefield, hey, we're all about flickering entering the battlefield effects. We scry 2, we gain 3 life, or we exile another creature and flicker it. This Kyatid could honestly be any of the green ramp 2 mana drops. Like, it could be the Druid, it could be the other Druid, or the other Druid, or the other Druid. It doesn't really matter. Growth Spiral, again, a ramp card. Luminous Broodmoth. I really like this. I'm massively a fan of Mothra because, hey, do you want all your cards to come back when they die? Yes. Do you want them to come back with flying? Yes, yes. Do you want them to also, again, to come back and have the enter the battlefield trigger happen again? Very much yes. Like, I would be tempted to put 3 of these in my deck. I probably should put 3 of them in my deck. Spark Double. I think this is like the only clone card in Standard right now. You can have it come in as a clone, except it comes in with a +1/+1 counter. That's pretty good. And if it's a creature, it enters the additional lore to counter its planeswalker and isn't legendary if that permanent is legendary. That's the important part. Like, Thassa and Gyruda both are legendary, so we can't have more than one of them on the deck at any one time, but we can totally have plenty of illusions pretending to be them. That's fine. Migration Path, we don't actually use Migration Path all that much, but it allows us to, firstly, get our extra lands out, which we need to ramp quickly, and secondly, it has cycling, which, great, I like cycling, it's a nice mechanic. Be like, hey, I don't need this, cool, cycle it away. Elite Guard Mage, again, another benefit of being in white here is, do you want something that flies, but more importantly, when it enters the battlefield, you get 3 life and draw a card, and you can flicker that? Hell yeah. Kogla is basically here to be like a spot removal. When it enters the battlefield, it fights up to one target creature you don't control. Okay. That's handy. And when it attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment, defending player controls. Again, we can get rid of an enchantment artifact. Great. And return target human you control to its owner's hand. We do have humans here. Prince Charming and the Elite Guard Mage are both humans. Kogla gains indestructible until end of turn. Yeah. It's fantastic. And it's a creature. And it's a 6-drop. And again, we're probably going to cheat it out anyway. Dream Traveler. Dream Traveler's mostly here because by the time we cheat out our 6-mana cards, we've probably taken a bit of a hit. So it allows us to both draw cards and also get some lifelink in. It's useful. Again, 2 more Gyrudas. Like, we probably should have 3 more Gyrudas here, in all honesty. And then we're just running a load of forests. This is not like... Not forests, lands. This is not an optimal land spread at all, by the way. This is mostly just what I had lying around in terms of lands. We probably should be running like 4 scries and not, you know, this mishmash. It's strange. I actually haven't drawn any Bonders Enclaves. Like, there are 2 of them in my deck. And I love the idea of them. They're like, hey, do you want a card draw engine? Great. It's a land that also does card draw. Fantastic. But they are in there. Again, another Ikoria card. This is really driven by those Ikoria cards. It really needs them. I think it's mostly Ikoria, followed by a little, like, Eldrathane. Yeah. But I really, really enjoy this deck. Although, that said, I kind of think this deck might just be a little bit overpowered. I'm not sure if I want to use it forever, because it's just so good. Again, it's not optimal. The concept of the deck is maybe overpowered. That deck itself needs work. But that's been doing pretty well. Anyway, I think we're going to call it there. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you have, you know, you can do all the things you normally do, liking and subscribing and stuff. But you can also click the link down below, which will allow you to go and play Magic the Gathering Arena for free. And you can have a go with cute creatures or big cute creatures, or maybe just have your Gyruda friends over for a party with a giant moth. Hey, everyone likes to party with a giant moth. Well, I guess the giant moths really do like to party, because parties normally involve lights, and moths are all like, yeah, let me crash your party, you have lights. If Mothra does that, your party is... well, it might be over. Anyway, I've been EnterElysium. This has been a sponsored video. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, stay shiny.